finish your research on the human substance amphetamines in Canada?
Yes, I did, Harold. I'd love to tell you all about it.
I'm all ears.
Amphetamines is a stimulant drug that will speed up the central nervous system and speed up messages between your brain and body. The look of amphetamines are white, odorless, and bitter tasting crystalline powders that can be smoked, injected, sniffed, or taken as pills. On the street, amphetamines can also be known as bennies, speed, hemp, crystal, and many more.
What are the desired effects of amphetamines?
That's a great question. Amphetamines make humans feel joy or euphoria, talkative or energetic, increase confidence, and be more sociable or attentive and alert, and sometimes feel a sense of power and superiority.
What about tolerance dependence?
Amphetamines can be addictive or habit-forming. If an individual is tolerant dependent on amphetamines, some of the withdrawal symptoms include mood swings, strong craving for the drug, feeling exhausted, not being able to concentrate, hallucinations, headaches, and increased appetite.
Can you overdose on amphetamines?
Taking a high dosage of amphetamines at one time can cause a risk of an overdose occurring. Symptoms of overdosing on amphetamines can include seizures, comas, brain failure, heart failure, destructive repetitive behavior, paranoia, or hallucinations.
What are the methods of ingesting?
Smoking or injecting. The effects are almost immediate and intense. However, they are often the shortest lasting. Snorting amphetamines can cause a high in anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes. The effects usually last about 15 to 30 minutes. However, the high is usually less intense than when injecting amphetamines. When a person takes amphetamines in pill form, the person usually starts to feel high in about 15 to 20 minutes. The sensations are usually longer lasting than when snorting, smoking, or injecting amphetamines.
What are the side effects?
Amphetamines have 3 major effects on the body: stimulate the central nervous system, suppress appetite, and speed up the body's heart rate. By stimulating the central nervous system, amphetamines can have the following effects: appetite loss, exhaustion, faster heart rate, higher blood pressure, insomnia, blurred vision, dizziness, fever, headache, and sweating. These symptoms can also lead to death if a person takes too much.
What are myths associated with amphetamines?
Well, using meth once causes an addiction. That's a myth. That is false. There is no evidence of this being true. And a second myth is amphetamines create permanent brain damage. It's false. It is true that amphetamine is a neurotoxin and can cause damage to nerve cells. However, the brain is often able to regenerate damaged structures during periods of sustained abstinence.
What are the laws in Canada around amphetamines?
Amphetamine use, production, and distribution are regulated under the Controlled Drug and Substance Act. Production, possession, trafficking for the purpose of trafficking, and importing and exporting are illegal in Canada.
How does criminalization hurt users in Canada?
Well, that's a good question. Criminalizing people for drug use stigmatizes them and discourages those with problematic use for seeking treatment. Criminalization serves only to punish those who use certain drugs and labels them as criminals and overloads our criminal justice system, where treatment is not prioritized. In particular, criminal charges forever blight our youth and racialized and indigenous and marginalized communities. They are harmed for life, with a criminal record that makes employment, housing, travel, and other aspects of life difficult or impossible to achieve.
Well, this sounds like a complicated substance.
No, not really. It's people's judgment of substance users that make things tricky, not the substance itself.
Ah, yes. Silly humans. So far to go still.
Hugga Blugga, Harold. Hugga